touch a new chapter, which is chapter number 11, and the name of the chapter is perimeter and area. And in this chapter we are going to learn about the perimeter and the areas of several geometric figures such as squares, rectangles, triangles, parallelograms, and also a circle. So first, let us try to know the meaning of perimeter and area. Let me, for example, let me give you here a figure here. So this figure, for this figure, if I'm going to say like find the perimeter, then I will have to add all the sides. The sum of all the sides of this any particular figure will be called the perimeter of that figure or its perimeter. And the sides bound some areas. This is the shaded portion, and this shaded portion will be called its area. It might be a triangle or any geometrical figure. The boundary, the sum of all the boundaries will be called the perimeter, and the area, the portion circled, encircled by the sides will be called the area. Okay, let us first learn about square. Square. It is a geometrical figure where all the sides will be equal to one another. So let me give you an example of this one. Let me say this, the side of this figure, here the lower one is 5 cm. Then for a square, every side will be called will be the same. This is a square. So a square, one point, remember this point, a square will have equal sides. All the sides will be equal. Now, perimeter of a square. Let us try to know what a perimeter of a square is. Let me not give a particular measure here. So let me just say A cm or just A. So perimeter of a square will mean that you have to, perimeter means you have to add this sum, the sides, the sum, all these sides, A. That means A plus A plus A plus A. How many A's are there? 4 A's. So 4A. Or you can just say perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side. If one is, let's say if one is given, if one of the sides is given 2 cm, then you have to know that even the other trees length of sides will be 2 cm or 3 cm, any one. Again, for the area of a square, area of a square, it will be side square. Remember this. You have to remember these two important points. Perimeter of a square will be 4 into side, and area of a square will be side square. Okay, now let us try to determine the perimeter and area of the next geometrical figure, which is rectangle. So you might have seen a geometrical figure resembling for a rectangle, which is like a book, or sorry, like a plank of wood or anyone. This blackboard is also actually a rectangular shape. So remember that a rectangle will always have length and breadth. Length, breadth. So the perimeter of a rectangle will be perimeter of a rectangle will be equal to, now let us look here, this length and this length and this length will be the same. They will be both length, perimeter, as I have told you, perimeter means sum of the sides of a figure, so or of a polygon. So you can see here, let us go clockwise or anti-clockwise, anyone you wish. So let us go clockwise, anti-clockwise. So length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. Now length and length, twice length, breadth and breadth, twice breadth. You take 2 common, then you will have twice length plus breadth. So perimeter of a rectangle will be twice length plus breadth. Remember this. Now area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. You have to multiply this length and this breadth. That's it. Now let us try to solve this exercise 11.1. Question number 1, let us read it. The length and the breadth of a rectangular piece of land are 500 meters and 300 meters respectively. So find Roman number 1, its area. Roman number 2, the cost of the land if 1 square meter of the land costs rupees 10,000. So first we have to find the area of a rectangular piece of land whose dimensions or whose length are 500 meter and breadth is 300 meter respectively. So let us solve it. Roman number 1. Roman number 1. First you write given. We are given the length is 500 meter and breadth is 300 meters. Roman number 1, we have to find the area. So area of a rectangle. Do you remember it? It is length into breadth. Length into breadth. So what is the length here? 500 meter into 300 meters. Now multiply meter, it will be meter square. 500 and 300. See, for easy multiplication, take the 4 zeros out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's multiply the two numbers. 5 into 3 is 15, and with the 4 zeros, you add them. You bring them here, and then you will get 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 lakh. 1 lakh 50,000 square meter. So that's Roman number 1 answer. Now Roman number 2. For Roman number 2, we have to find the cost of the land if 1 square meter of the land costs rupees 10,000. Now we know that the total area of that rectangular plot is 1,50,000 square meter. So we have to find it. We have to find the cost. If 1 square meter costs 10,000, the total cost for this much area, we have to find it now. So you write, we are going to do it like this. Cost of 1 square meter of land is equal to rupees 10,000. Then cost of 1,50,000 meter square or square meter of land will be equal to rupees 10,000 into 1,50,000. So multiply them. Keep all the zeros out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 15 into 1, 15. You are going to get that. How much it is? Let us find it. 1 unit 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore, and 100 crore. 150 crores.